Anthony Farmer, are you here or is he in custody? Who is at the county jail?
Yeah. My name is Shannon Kessner.
We're on the record in 2024 CR 112, State of Kansas versus Shannon Abigail Kessner, Mary Ann Shirley for the state, Abigail Kessner in person, in custody, and pro se. Ms. Kessner, in count one, you're accused of possessing methamphetamines on May 18, 2024 in Greenwood County. That charge is a level 5 drug felony. If convicted, you could serve 10 to 42 months in prison and pay a $100,000 fine. In count two, you're accused of possessing metal smoking pipe and cut straw for the purpose of introducing a controlled substance into the human body, a class B non-person misdemeanor, which means if convicted, you could serve up to 6 months there in the Greenwood County Jail and pay a fine up to $1,000. In count three, you're accused of unlawfully possessing marijuana, a controlled substance. If this is a first-time marijuana charge, you will, if convicted, be eligible for a sentence up to 6 months in the county jail and another $1,000 fine. Ms. Kessner, do you intend to hire an attorney or apply for court appointed?
Court appointed.
I will have the deputy give you an application to fill out and get back to me before the day is over. I will also set a preliminary hearing control. Missy, when will that be? Missy, do you have a preliminary hearing control date?
June 21st at 1:30.
June 21st at 1:30 will be your next hearing date. Ms. Kessner, you will need to appear by Zoom for that hearing. And if you are appointed attorney, you'll be responsible for contacting that attorney prior to June 21st at 1:30. Bond. Deputy, what do you have the bond set?
10,000.
10,000. Ms. Shirley, you want to be heard on that?
Make sure there's no contact with Mr. Lovell.
I don't plan on it, ma'am.
Well,
I will order no contact with Mr. Lovell.
we let him go with 5,000. I think that's probably okay. I'm not showing history on her.
All right, I will reduce that bond, deputy, to 5,000 cash or surety.
Yes, ma'am.
So you've got your bond, you're applying for your attorney and your court date. So with that, I think we can let you go. Anything else, Ms. Gillette? I'm sorry, Ms. Shirley, anything else?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
You're welcome. Ms. Kessner, you have anything else?
Yes, ma'am. I have a full-time job. I just completed my diversion. I have a full-time job. I work at Mid-Kansas Auto Auction. I own my house in Wichita, and I have a lot payment that I have to pay each month. My dogs and my cats are locked up in my house in kennels. I don't know anybody that can go in there to release them. I would like to go to outpatient program because I relapsed because my uncle died, and I relapsed. I have 3 years and 4 months off of fentanyl and opiates from when I left California. I know I'm asking a lot. Okay, please, possibly, I only make $8 an hour. I don't have that much money to be able to be released. My animals are locked in my house. I don't have anybody to go get them out. My job is willing to have me drug test every day. That they already said, I talked to my lead and she said that she'll have me do a mouth swab every day. Can I please possibly get OR so I can make sure my dogs and my cat are okay? And I have a job. I work 6 days a week. I make $8.50 an hour. I want to go back to outpatient. I went to Kiss Alive recovery in Sedan. I paid out of pocket for that for my inheritance 3 years ago, and I haven't gotten in trouble since. And I just relapsed when my uncle died. I'm not trying to do the sympathy card. I know I screwed up. I know I relapsed, and I know I need more guidance and help. And an outpatient program would be great for me to go to. And I'm just asking if I could possibly please ask everybody to get OR so I can make sure my animals are okay. They're all I have. My whole family's in California. I know I'm asking a lot, and I know I'm asking for a second chance, a quadruple chance. I know, and I don't think that you will say yes, but I just had to ask.
Is this Lovell, is he a roommate, a boyfriend? What's his connection to you?
He is my fiance, but he is very violent. And he knew that he had an underlining of 33 months because he didn't do his probation. I completed my diversion.
So you're engaged to marry a man who
I was. Yeah.
you?
Well, I didn't have a choice to get away from him.
You used present tense. You said he.
Because he and I have been separated from each other, living in the same household, but separated for over 2 weeks. But we work at the same place. But now he doesn't have his job anymore.
Okay, so you're separated, but you showed up in the same type
Well, we are employed by the same employer, yes.
All right, I need you to stop. I understand your situation. Ms. Shirley, did you have any other recommendations than the 5,000 cash or surety?
Your Honor, that's cutting it in half. I don't know where, I don't remember what we put. I think we put Mr. Lovell on the same thing. I got the impression he was going to make bond.
He has 33 underlining months with Bourbon County. He won't make bond.
He's going to hold bond through Bourbon.
Right.
Okay. Okay.
Well, I'm going to leave this bond at 5,000 cash or surety. It is cut in half from what you started with today, and maybe.
I'm so worried about my animals, please. And I want to go to outpatient, and then as soon as I can get somebody to take care of my animals, I want to go to Miracles inpatient, please.
Well,
please. My animals have been locked up for 3 days.
Okay, you can go if you can make your bond.
And perhaps she can get somebody, her employer is willing to take her back. Maybe the employer would be happy to go take care of them.
There you go. That is a possibility, Ms. Kessler. All right, you're excused at this time.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Deputy, do you have one more in there?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Okay, Charmaine Rogers. We're on the record in 24 CR 24, State of Kansas versus Sharmani Alsay Rogers. Miss Rogers, you've been here a couple of times. You were going to apply for diversion the first 2 times, and then you failed to appear the 3rd time.
Yes, ma'am. I actually called the court and left a couple of voicemails. I never got an email for the last Zoom link that we were supposed to have for May 7th. I called several times. I left several voicemails. And then I found out, she told me that she couldn't tell me whoever was at the front desk if I had a warrant out or not, or what I could do. So that's how I ended up getting in contact with my bondsman. We found out I did have a warrant, so I brought myself and turned myself in today.
Well, what are you doing with this marijuana paraphernalia, transporting an open container of alcohol, driving while suspended? What are you doing about those charges? You apparently aren't going through with the diversion, or are you? What's going on with that?
Well, when I was supposed to get paid, they took most of the money out for my living expenses at the dorm, so I didn't get a check back like how I thought I would. And I planned on seeing what I would be able to do about that when I was supposed to attend court on May 7th.
So you're a college student?
Yes, ma'am.
And you get financial aid from the government to help you go to school?
Yes, and it covers for my housing, my books and tuition, and my food.
But it didn't cover enough for your criminal charges?
No, they took everything. You only get a check back what is extra left over, and there wasn't too much left over.
All right, well, let me re-ask my question. What are you going to do about these drug charges and driving while suspended?
I'm working at the college right now for summer to actually get paid.
All right,
I'm cleaning.
let me, excuse me, I'm sorry. Let me ask you a different question. Are you going to hire an attorney, apply for court appointed, represent yourself?
I can apply for an attorney. I've contacted a couple of attorneys as well.
So have you given up on the diversion application process after?
I didn't know if that option would still be available on the table with me not being able to pay it on the 30th of that day when I was supposed to. So if that option is still on the table, then I am willing, now that I'm working to pay, I'm willing to pay for it now that I can work. But if that option is not available, then I could also contact the attorney.
Well, let me ask Ms. Shirley, is diversion still an option?
Normally, if it were solely up to me, no, she would not be. But if she's getting financial aid and things, a conviction of marijuana may throw her out of any eligibility.
I never had any marijuana on me. That was the other parties of the case. I didn't have anything.
That's what she's charged with, Your Honor. So that being the case, I would not, she can ask Ms. Gillette at some point, but when she has had 2 months and failed to do anything with regard to it, no, she would not. Once you pass that date, we normally don't extend it.
Well, and I don't like to keep continuing cases for the same reason if the defendant's not putting out any effort to get any further along. So you're able to hire an attorney? Or do you need to get court appointed?
No, I'll be able to talk and have my parents try to help me hire an attorney.
So your parents will help you hire an attorney. Are they in a financial position to do that?
I'm not 100% sure. I have my own child that I take care of, and I'm in college, and I'm out here alone. So I'm not 100% sure how anybody in my family is doing.
Well, where's your family? Where are they from?
Wichita, in Texas.
Wichita, Texas, not Wichita, Kansas.
No, most of my family are in Wichita and in Texas. They're separated.
Okay.
Wichita, Kansas, and Texas, like Dallas, Texas.
Okay, so Wichita, Kansas is maybe an hour down the road, and you've got family there.
It's 2 hours away from me, correct?
Where do you live?
Independence.
Oh, okay, yeah, that would be right. Well, you fill out an application if you decide you want a court-appointed attorney. Otherwise, I'll have the records reflect that you're hiring an attorney.
Okay.
Well, Shirley, I'm tempted to set this for trial so we don't keep dragging it on, but then if we
I
have,
think that's a good idea, Your Honor, because obviously there's some issues. If there are co-defendants and things in this, I don't know the status of them.
all right, let's set this for bench trial, Missy.
June 18th at 3:30.
June 18th at 3:30. Ms. Rogers, you must be back here June 18th at 3:30. And I'm going to order that you be present at the courthouse. And what else we need to address? Bond, but that's already been established when she failed to appear, as I recall.
The bondsman indicated that he would, Ron Florio is her bondsman, and he said that he would rebond her if the court gives her bond.
All right, we'll withdraw the bid or the 20,000 and restate it on 10 if Florio wants to take her back at 10. Otherwise, it's at 20. So there you have it. You may go at this time. Don't forget to apply if you need an attorney.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And that concludes everyone at the jail.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Let's begin with Betterton on the record in 2024 CR8, State of Kansas versus Rebecca Aline Betterton with Mary Ann Shirley for the state. Miss Betterton, where are you, please? I'm looking for Rebecca Aline Betterton. Is she
We
here?
already did her case, Judge.
We did
Oh, we
it.
did? Oh, that's right. Okay. I squeezed one in there. That's right. How about 2024 TR 210, State of Kansas versus Anthony Michael Farmer. Mary Ann Shirley for the state. The defendant appears in person, I believe. Where are you, Mr. Farmer? You want to start your audio and video, Mr. Farmer?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to do it. I got the audio going.
Okay, you should have, if you run your finger along the bottom of the side, a red icon. There it is. And if you click on that, it should give you audio, and then there should be another one for camera, which you've obviously found. Okay, so Mr. Farmer, you're charged in count 1 with driving while your license was suspended on April 19th of 24 in Greenwood County. That is a B, non-person misdemeanor with up to $1,000 in fines and 6 months in jail. Count 2, you're accused of not having proof of insurance when the officers saw you driving and asked you to provide it. That also is a B, non-person misdemeanor. It has 6 months possible jail sentence and $1,000 fine. What I didn't tell you is there's a minimum fine in count 1 of $100 up to $1,000, and in count 2 there's a minimum fine of $300 up to $1,000 in addition to those 6 month jail sentences. Sir, do you want to hire an attorney, apply for court appointed, or represent yourself?
Can I just plead guilty to them all now?
Well, you could. You might be eligible, depending on what your history, if any, is, criminally speaking and traffic-wise, be eligible for diversion, where the state could accept payment of fines. No?
He's not eligible for
Okay.
diversion. However, with regard to the driving while suspended case, it appears that he's only suspended for failure to pay tickets, failure to comply with citations. And it looks like he's got 5 of those outstanding. If he can get those taken care of, it is Mr. Dean's position that if you can get those taken care of, he will let you plead to no license in possession so that there's not an automatic suspension of your driver's license again. So
Okay.
if you can, we can set this down the road and give you 30 or 45 days to pay all those off, get your
Okay.
license reinstated.
It's pretty hefty. It's like $2,500. I need to start making payments to them.
But as the court advised you, if you are convicted of driving while suspended, they are going to suspend you again.
I understand that, and I don't want that, but I can definitely start making payments towards them and start getting that taken care of.
Are you able to hire an attorney, Mr. Farmer?
Not this time. I'm not.
Do you want to see if you qualify for court appointed attorney to try to help you get through all of this?
That'd be nice. Yes.
All right. And are you employed, sir?
Yeah.
Where do you work?
Salina Presbyterian Manor in Salina, Kansas.
And what do they pay you per month?
I make $18 an hour, but I don't bring home that much. I have child support and stuff comes in my check. I have almost $1,000 a month child support
Well,
comes out
let's
of my check.
start, excuse me, let's start with how much they pay you though.
18 an hour.
Okay, but you don't know what that is in a month?
No,
Okay. And are you married or single?
I'm single.
And you said you have children?
Yes, 4.
Do you pay any kind of rent or mortgage?
Yeah, I pay $1,000 a month rent.
And do you pay any utilities?
Yes, gas and electric.
How much are they a month?
About 50 for the gas and about 80 for electric right now.
Any other expenses, automobile payments?
No, just child support.
And how much do you pay for your child support?
$474.60 every 2 weeks comes out of my check.
Every 2 weeks, $474.50?
$474.60. Yes, every 2 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any other expenses?
Just your normal phone bill and stuff like that, but nothing crazy.
Phone bill, food, clothing, those kind of personal items?
Okay, yeah. Well, food I spend about $200 a month. Phones 50.
All right, I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you. That will be Attorney Richard Paul. Can you write that down? Everybody always bring pencil and paper to court.
Yep, I got it right here.
Richard Paul, Paugh. Call him at 316-303-0100.
0116-303-0100.
Correct. And Missy,
All right,
the
got
court date will be,
June 21st at 10 o'clock.
you must be back here by Zoom, June 21st at 10 o'clock. Make sure you call your attorney and talk to him and be ready to proceed. I don't
All right.
want this to be one of those situations where you just keep stringing it out like some of them do. I'm not saying you would, but don't.
I wouldn't do that. That's why I said I was going to plead guilty today.
Okay. So you have your bond that you're already on, and I'll continue that with the added condition that you reappear June 21st at 10 with Attorney Paul. You have your court date and your attorney. I think that's it. Ms. Shirley, did I need to cover anything else?
I believe that's fine. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank
All right,
you.
thank you guys.
You're welcome, Mr. Farmer. You're excused on bond at this time.
All right, thank you.
Will now be on the record, 2024 TR 111, State of Kansas versus Veronica Gomez Navarrete. Is that how you pronounce it? Veronica, are you here?
Yes, this is my mom. She doesn't speak English so much.
Okay, and what is your name?
Valerie Landrum,
Valerie, and the last name is spelled, well, how's the first name spelled?
Valery.
V-A-L-E-R, Valerie, and what's the second name or last name?
Landrum, Landrum.
Okay, Missy, did you get that for the record? That's her daughter helping with interpretation today?
Yes.
And your mom's name, as I said, is Veronica Gomez. Is it Navarrete? How do you pronounce that?
Navarrete.
Navarrete?
Yes.
Navarrete, okay. Miss Gomez Navarrete, do you need a language interpreter, a certified language interpreter?
Yes.
All right, let's set your court date over so we can have one here. Missy?
You want another first appearance docket, or do you want me to put it on
We
a
need a
draft
first
docket?
appearance. I don't think she's been here before.
No, she has not.
Okay, you want to just set it over next week, or?
Yeah, that'd be fine.
All right, so Ms. Landrum, if you would tell your mother to come back a week from today, May 28th at 1:30 p.m. We will have a certified language interpreter here.
That's Spanish?
Yeah, is it Spanish? It is, isn't it, that you want?
Yes.
Your Honor, what time was that again on the 28th?
1:30? The normal 1:30 docket, deputy.
Okay.
And she's on a $1,500 bond. I will continue that.
Tell her that she
If
needs to
she
get-
thinks she might need a court-appointed attorney, have the deputy there give her a form to take with her to look at, one in Spanish. So, Ms. Landrum, did you see a security guard out there? If you would have that officer give your mom an application for,
Senator Deputy Oakley, I'm here with her at the moment.
okay, can you get her a Spanish application for attorney in case she wants that?
I can locate one.
All right. Missy, where do they keep those? Do you remember?
I think there's some in the drawer. If not, they can come up to the clerk's office and I can get them on.
Okay, Deputy Oakley, did you hear Missy on that?
I did hear what
Did you hear what she told you about? They're probably in a drawer. There's some drawer down there that they might be in. If not, you can send them up to the clerk's office to get one from Missy.
Yeah,
we'll,
just
we'll find out getting one for her.
All right. Thank you. If there's nothing further, we'll be in recess, and Miss Veronica Gomez Navarrete is excused.
Your Honor,
Yes,
my mom has a question. She was wondering if she can do it like from her house online on the Zoom meeting
yes,
instead of coming all the way down here.
that would be fine as long as we get a good connection where we can see and hear each other. That'd be fine.
Okay. And can we get like the code or whatever for the Zoom meeting?
Make sure you leave the email for that to go to with my assistant, Missy. And
if
Missy,
you can write it on this application, then I can send you the Zoom link.
okay,
Okay, thank you.
all right, thank you. Any other questions?
No, it's fine. Thank you, Your Honor.
You are excused. We'll now be on the record in 23 TR 101, State of Kansas versus Jonathan Jermaine Harrington. Mary Ann Shirley for the state. Mr. Harrington appearing in person and pro se. Mr. Harrington, if you click on that little red microphone with the line through it, there was a little red camera that you clicked on to get your video. Now, if you click on that little red microphone, if you don't see it, just run your hand down the side or the bottom of your screen, and it'll probably pop up. Just take your time, sir, and look for that red microphone with the line through it. If you can hear me, give me a thumbs up. Okay. So, are you on a phone? Or okay, just run your finger down the side or the bottom. There you go.
You said unmute. Can you hear me now, Your Honor?
You're great. I can see you. I can hear you.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Harrington, you're here. Well, I should announce the case. 2023 TR 101. I think I did announce it. State versus Jonathan Jermaine Harrington. Mary Ann Shirley still here for the state. Mr. Harrington in person and pro se. Sir, in count one, you're charged with driving while suspended. If convicted, that is a Class B misdemeanor, and you could serve up to 6 months in the county jail. You would have a fine anywhere from $100 to $1,000. In count two, you're accused of speeding 82 miles per hour in a 65 mile per hour zone. That is a traffic infraction, so there is no jail time, and there is a scheduled fine of $87 plus 108 court costs. Now, I don't know if you have any priors. You might be eligible
No,
for,
ma'am.
okay, you might be eligible for the diversion where you pay fines, costs.
He's
get your
not.
license. He's not?
He's not, Your Honor. However, it appears from his driving record that he's basically suspended at this point simply for non-payment of tickets. He's got 3 outstanding failure to comply with citations. I would make the same offer to him as I did the last gentleman, that in the event that before the next court date, if you have your license reinstated, we would reduce that to no license in possession. So there's no automatic suspension of your license.
Madam Prosecutor, I would love for you. I mean, I've been trying to do this for the longest. Every time I call there, Your Honor, Madam Prosecutor, they say that the systems are down and they cannot process anything. And I've been trying to do this, I promise you, like for the last 6 months now. And
It appears these are Sedgwick County. So I know
Yes,
they
ma'am.
have
Yes,
some
ma'am.
issue. But unless you can get those off, if you can't get your license reinstated, I can't let you have that offer.
I understand. Yes, ma'am. I understand. I just been trying to pay these fines. They say they don't have any fines. I said, can I pay, reinstatement or whatever I need? But they tell me that the system had call them back later. And
Well, the state had that issue somewhere between October and maybe maybe December or January, but that should have been remedied.
They
Now,
still telling me the same thing, Your Honor.
are you calling Topeka or are you trying to call? I heard the city of Wichita had some issues with that recently. But
It's,
where are you
they gave me a number to traffic. I think it's called traffic control.
In Topeka.
Something like that, ma'am. Your Honor, sorry.
And that's where you're supposed to. It's Sedgwick County tickets, but the state, I think the state system's back up. I don't think Sedgwick County is yet.
Okay, okay.
Well, and
Yes,
I don't
ma'am.
know that it's actually Sedgwick County. I thought it was the city of Wichita, but it could be Sedgwick County too.
Could be.
Sedgwick County. It's Sedgwick County, ma'am. I know it for a fact, and I'm guilty, and I'm not gonna lie.
All right. Well, do you want some time to continue to try to get this straightened out? Because another driving while suspended is going to just keep burying you in this
It
stuff.
sucks. I'm sorry, pardon me.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, and the legislature has given you some leeway, some new things you can do. Do you want an attorney maybe to help you through it? You can hire an attorney, or if you
I was
can't.
thinking, could an attorney help me? I mean, I know I don't qualify, and I'll be honest with you, I don't qualify for a court appointed because
Okay.
I do make too much. I already know that.
All right.
Um,
We'll note that for the docket, that you don't think you qualify. Go ahead.
I know I don't qualify. I'll be honest
Okay.
with you, ma'am.
Okay.
Your Honor, I do not qualify.
All right.
Well, if he can just get it taken care of, kick it out 30, probably 45 days. They should have it all. If you've got it all back in control, we'll honor the deal to reduce to no DL in possession. There's a fine. There's a fine, but it does not result in a suspension of your license.
Yes, ma'am.
So, Missy, when do you want him to come back?
June 21st at 9.
Thank you for the
Well,
early time because I work third shift and I'm dead tired. Thank you very much for the
But
early
now
time.
that's only a month to the day. Is that going to give you enough time to get some of your problems resolved with driving?
Yes, ma'am. I mean, again, I just need someone to answer the phone up there and tell me what I need to pay, and so I can pay it and get it
I'll
over
tell you
with.
what, if you're calling on the phone, you could sit there for days from my experience. Go online.
Go online. Okay. Yeah, that's true. Okay.
Look up, if you don't know anything more specifically, Department of Revenue, Division of Licensing or Vehicles, something like that.
Where's my
Driver
pen?
Solutions, maybe.
That's the one I was calling, Your Honor, was Driver Solutions. Is who I was calling. And that's who they kept telling me to call.
Well, calling, I never get through on the telephone. I pretty well have to use online. But
Yes, ma'am.
okay, anything else we need to address? I believe you're on bond, aren't you, Mr. Harrington? No?
Yeah, I paid $2,500 to get. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
All right, I'll continue that bond with the added condition that you reappear by Zoom June 21st at 9 a.m.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor.
And if you would, please, when you call, let Missy or whoever is setting up the Zoom know that you need to get through there early so then you can do whatever it is you do to get back to work. Like if you need to
Yes,
sleep
ma'am.
or whatever it is your schedule is.
Sleep. It is sleep because I haven't been
Right.
asleep since 6 o'clock this morning.
All right, well, we're going to let you go now unless Miss Shirley has anything else.
No, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Miss Shirley. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. We'll now be on the record in 22 CR 64, State of Kansas versus Madeline Jane Mateus. Mary Ann Shirley for the state. Miss Mateus, are you here? There you are. Miss Mateus, are you dressed?
Yes, I have a tank top on. Here.
All right. We usually wear a little, well, where'd you go? Thank you. We do usually wear a little more clothing to court. Appreciate the adding the extra clothing. This is not by any means your first appearance. This has been going on since at least July 26th to 22. And you've said you were going to hire an attorney. You failed to appear. You said you were going to apply for diversion. It looks like it may have been granted, maybe. Then we had an evidentiary hearing set. Anyway, you failed to appear again December 30th to 22 and have been gone since. So Miss Shirley, she never was given diversion, was she? She never signed it?
No, she was not. Back in September, discovery was sent to Chris Ambrose. And since then, she has failed to appear. Or she appeared October 7th of 22, and then she has not appeared since then.
There's a note that says she's been in Kansas, Oklahoma, Tennessee, Colorado. She's been getting around. All right. So has anything changed in your financial circumstances since Mr. Ambrose was appointed October of 2022?
Yes, ma'am.
What's changed in your financial circumstances?
I'm not working right now.
Apparently you weren't making much back then because you qualified for court-appointed attorney, and I am going to reappoint Chris Ambrose. Do you know how to get a hold of him? How to get a hold of your attorney?
It's been like 2 years. I've switched phones and everything.
Do you have a pencil and paper?
No.
Anybody at this hearing, always bring a pencil and paper to court. There's always something you have to write down. Do you have your phone where you can put it in your calendar or contacts? Are you ready? Your attorney is Chris, C-H-R-I-S, Ambrose, A-M-B-R-O-S-E. And Missy, would you give her his phone number if you have it handy?
620-263-0391.
Call him and tell him you're back in 22 CR 64. Give him that case number, 22 CR 64. Tell him it's out of Greenwood County, GW, because he practices in a number of counties around here.
Okay.
When's our court date, Missy?
This one we'll put June 7th at 1:30.
Are we setting this on the PHC? I think she had an evidentiary at one time.
Yes, but I did contact Mr. Ambrose and he said just set it on the PHC docket since it's been so long.
All right, June 17th, 1:30. You must be back here by
June
Zoom.
June
7th.
Why am I having so much trouble with that today? June 7th at 1:30.
Thank you.
And I believe you're on a 10,000 professional surety. Is that right? Your bond, let me look that up real quick.
That appears so.
I'm not so sure. She had a 5,000 in August of 22, but then in November of 22, there was one set at 10,000.
I know that
That's the one you're on?
I was bonded on the 10,000. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right, I'll continue that bond, provided you reappear at the date and time given and that you contact Mr. Ambrose between now and then.
Thank you.
You're welcome, and you are excused at this time. We'll now be on the record in 2021, CR 137, State of Kansas versus Holly Ann Reynolds. Mary Ann Shirley for the state, Holly Reynolds appearing in person and pro se. Ms. Reynolds, it looks like you've been convicted of felony possession of methamphetamine and a couple of misdemeanors. And then Judge Ricky sentenced you and you qualified for felony probation. But then now there's pending a warrant to show cause why your probation should not be revoked. And we need to set that back before Judge Ricky. When will that be?
Your Honor,
June
what do you
20th.
mean that there's a probable cause for it not to be revoked? I'm confused.
It is a warrant to show cause why your probation should not be revoked. In other words, it is a probation revocation hearing.
Okay,
Does that
sorry.
answer? No problem, not at all. Does that answer your questions?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right.
June 20th at 1 o'clock.
Is there any way that I can appear via Zoom?
Nope, not on a warrant to show cause. You have to appear in person. And Missy, you said June 21st at 9 a.m.?
June 20th at 1.
I give up. I'm gonna have to get hearing aids, I think. June 20th at 9 a.m.
1 o'clock.
Fine.
1. 1 o'clock p.m.
Do not listen to me, listen to them.
Listen to them.
And what about attorney? Does she have an attorney that's represented her previously?
Mr.
Thank you,
Paul
Paul.
had her before.
All right. Have you increased your income any since you had Mr. Paul before?
No, ma'am.
All right, I'll reappoint Richard Paul. You have his number?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you call him before that next hearing and you be at the courthouse live and in person before Judge Ricky that day at that time.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, anything further, Ms. Shirley?
I have nothing. Thank you.
You are welcome, and Ms. Reynolds is excused. You may go.
Thank you, guys. I'm gonna go back to work.
Okay, we're now on the record in 2023 CR 3000032, State of Kansas versus Joseph Carr Stubbs. Mary Ann Shirley for the state. Mr. Stubbs appears in person and pro se. All right, Mr. Stubbs, in count one, you are accused of criminal use of a financial card belonging to a Pamela Stubbs. This is a level 9 non-person felony. If convicted, you could serve anywhere from 5 to 17 months in prison and pay up to $100,000 in fines. In count 2, you're accused of theft by deception of $623.50. Looks like belonging to Pamela Stubbs as well. As charged, this is a Class A non-person misdemeanor. If convicted, you could serve 1 year in the county jail and pay a fine up to $2,500. Are you going to hire an attorney or apply for court appointed, Mr. Stubbs?
I would like to apply for court appointed.
Are you working at this time?
Not currently, no.
How long have you been unemployed?
About a month.
What did you do before your unemployment?
I worked in gas and oil services. I worked in the oil fields.
And you're unable to do that now?
Currently, recently I was let go and I'm looking for a better paid job.
Married or single?
Single.
I will appoint an attorney. Call back later this week and Missy will tell you who that is. And I want you to contact that attorney before your next court date. Missy, when will that be?
June 21st at 1:30.
June 21st. I said it right. June 21st. Once today, I get it right. At, how about this, 1:30. All right, you'll be back here. You can be here by Zoom. And I'll continue the $5,000 professional surety bond you're on with the conditions that you contact your attorney and be back here by Zoom, June 21st at 1:30.
Still no
yes, sir.
contact with Ms. Stubbs.
No
Yes.
contact with Ms. Stubbs.
I only had one question about the first charge.
Yes.
I was picked up on the warrant, and on my paperwork that I got from the jail, it said it was a Class A misdemeanor.
And that is incorrect, Your Honor. I noted that when we were talking. It is correct on the amended complaint information, but the original warrant is incorrect.
Right. Yes, that is what the records reflect, that there was amended information. All right, you're excused at this time then, Mr. Stubbs.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. We'll now be on the record in 24 CR 108, State of Kansas versus Brian Scott Youngers. Mary Ann Shirley for the state, Brian Scott Youngers.
Yes, sir.
Here's in person and pro se. Mr. Younger, in count 1, you are charged with unlawful possession of the controlled substance methamphetamine, a level 5 drug felony. If convicted, you could serve 10 to 42 months in prison and pay a fine up to $100,000. In count 2, you're accused of interference with law enforcement officer that on or about the 12th day of April, 2024, that would be the same date as charge 1, that you in Greenwood County unlawfully and knowingly concealed evidence with the intent to prevent or hinder apprehension or prosecution, to wit, trying to dispose of tin can during a traffic stop, it looks like. Level 8 non-person felony, that carries the penalties of 7 to 23 months and up to a $100,000 fine. In count 3, you're accused of unlawful possession of a tin can used for drug paraphernalia, that is to store or contain or conceal or in some fashion introduce a controlled substance into the human body. As charged, this is a Class B non-person misdemeanor. Penalties include up to 6 months in jail and a $1,000 fine. In count 4, you're accused of driving while your license was suspended after a prior conviction for the same. This is a Class A non-person misdemeanor. Penalties include a fine up to $2,500 and a jail sentence from 5 days up to 1 year. In count 5, you're accused of speeding 80 miles per hour in a 65 mile per hour zone. If convicted, there is no jail time, but there is a scheduled fine of $75 for this. Do you intend, sir, to hire an attorney or apply for court appointed?
I'll have to hire an attorney on it.
All right,
I'll
so,
qualify for court appointed.
all right, we'll make a note, Missy, for the docket that he does not believe he qualifies for court appointed and will hire. And his court date will be,
June 21st at 1:30.
sir, you will need to be back here as a condition of your existing 20,000 professional surety bond at 1:30 on June 21st. Now that can be by Zoom. Okay, so we've got your court date. You're going to hire an attorney. You've got your bond. Anything else, Ms. Shirley?
I don't believe so, Your Honor. Thank you.
You're welcome. I don't believe so either, sir, unless you have something.
No, ma'am. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome, and you may go, Mr. Youngers. Thank you. I believe that's everybody on the docket, but Ms. Shirley, do you have anyone else?
I have a Mario Gonzalez Rodriguez.
I'm used to sorry.
There is one more person.
Ice cream.
Is that the gentleman under Jasmine's iPad?
Yes, it is, Your Honor. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Okay, I'm looking for Mario Gonzalez Rodriguez. Is that you?
That's me.
All right, we are on the record in 2024 TR 266, State of Kansas versus Mario Gonzalez Rodriguez. The state appears by and through Mary Ann Shirley, and Mr. Gonzalez Rodriguez appears in person and pro se. This is your first appearance, so I will go over your charges and the rights related to them. In count 1, sir, you're accused of circumventing an ignition interlock device. That is operating a vehicle not equipped with ignition interlock device while restricted to drive only with one equipped to your vehicle. This is a Class A non-person misdemeanor. If convicted, your sentence could be up to 12 months and $2,500. On count 2, you're accused of operating a motor vehicle without proof of liability insurance. If you had insurance at the time of the stop, get it to the county attorney, they may dismiss it. If you didn't, you're looking at a B misdemeanor. The fine includes a minimum of $300 up to $1,000 and up to 6 months in jail. Count 3 accuses you of operating a motor vehicle without registration or expired tag, an unclassified misdemeanor. The fine could be up to $2,500 and the sentence could be 30 days up to 6 months. In count 4, you're accused of operating a vehicle with improper registration. So,
It's a tag belonging to another vehicle, Your Honor. It's
okay.
duplicative.
Okay, so the car didn't have insurance. That was in the previous, or didn't have a tag. That was the previous one. Now they're saying that you in fact had a tag that didn't belong to us, which is a separate offense. Still an unclassified misdemeanor, up to $2,500 in fines and 30 days to 6 months. Count 5, you're accused of speeding 78 miles per hour in a 65 mile per hour zone. No jail time, but a scheduled fine of $63 if you were to be convicted. Do you, sir, wish to hire an attorney, or do you need to apply for court appointed? Or you could waive and represent yourself.
I'd like to hire an attorney.
Okay, and you believe you can afford to hire an attorney?
Yeah.
Okay, now if you decide you can't, get to the courthouse or call the courthouse and get an application for court appointed before your court date. Don't wait to put that off, because the attorney can't help you before court if it doesn't exist.
I will, Your Honor.
Yeah, okay. Anything else? I believe you're on bond.
Yes, that's correct.
So, Ms. Shirley, any objection to continuing that bond?
No, Your Honor, he appeared today. That's fine.
All right, you continued on your bond with the added condition that you appear at the date and time given with your attorney.
I don't think we gave him a date, did we?
Didn't, that's what I was trying to see where I would have put that. Go ahead, Missy. When's your court date?
June 21st at 9 o'clock.
Is that 9 p.m. or 9 a.m.?
AM.
Okay, and will this also be through a Zoom call?
Yes, that will be fine. Ms.
So
Shirley,
I'll get the link sent to my email, right?
right. Any other questions, sir?
No more questions.
Okay, Ms. Shirley, anything further?
Nothing. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, then Mr. Gonzalez Rodriguez, you are excused, as will be in recess. Now, is there anyone else on the docket that I've overlooked?
Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Thank you. I don't have anybody else. I'm out of files.
Well, then go pick up the ones for the 3:30 docket. We do still have the 3:30, don't we, Missy?
No, we don't have a 3:30 docket.
Oh, all right, then I think we're through with Ms. Shirley. Did I scare you for a minute?
You did. I said, this is all they brought me. We're going to fake that preliminary hearing here. Wouldn't be the first time.
Well, usually there's something else, but because of the jury trial, that's the end of the docket for the day, Missy?
Yes, it is.
How they doing? Have they got a jury yet?
They do